Dear Alex, it's hard to believe that 3 years ago, you and I were perfect strangers. Since that time, you've transformed from someone I didn't know to someone I couldn't see myself living without. So much about our story is improbable, from the way we met, to the way we pursued each other long distance, to the difference in our personalities. Very little about our relationship has been predictable or easy. Almost everything has taken intentionality, consistency, and care. But maybe that's why I love our love story so much. We aren't here today because being together is convenient. We're here because being together is worth the effort. My love, no one has ever inspired me like you do. You're genuine, kind, and relentlessly compassionate. You assume the best of others and challenge me to do the same. You are beautiful, inside and out. You look to Christ as your anchor. I'm not nearly as important to you as he is, and that is profoundly attractive to me. You are my constant encourager, confidant, and co-adventurer. This is where it would be easy to say, you're my dream girl. But I don't think that would be true. Some guys have a complete idea in their heads about who their future wife will be, but to be honest, I don't think I've ever had such a picture in my mind. What I can say is that you are above and beyond anything I could have envisioned. You blew my expectations out of the water. I think I always had faith that a woman of your character and grace existed, but wasn't always sure that I'd find her. In our first year of dating, I think I was on the lookout for the catch. She seemed so wonderful, so solid. There had to be something crazy or ugly that would spring up eventually. But I've been waiting for 3 years now, babe, and I've pretty much given up. I've come to the conclusion that you are exactly who you appear to be. Pure,
authentic, and lovely. And I want nothing more than to have this beauty in my life forever.
Right around the time when Alex was headed to Jordan, I was on the phone with Andrew, and after a while we kind of turned to the discussion of, hey, well, how's Alex's trip shaping up and all these different things, and he's kind of giving me the rundown of what she'll be doing and where she'll be and all this different stuff. And then I finally take a moment and I said, how are you doing? How are you feeling right now? How can you look into this next year and be down for this? Because this just feels so difficult and so hard, and I could never imagine myself doing this because it would just, I couldn't endure. I couldn't go through that time with kind of some faltering in his voice because I could tell that he was starting to cry. He said, well, Kev, when you found the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, no amount of time waiting is too long.
Lord, you're with me the way it goes. Should I rise or should I fall?
My dearest Alex, I promise to be your protector, your provider, and your listening ear. I promise to fight for our marriage in prayer and in action, and to place the success of our relationship above success in any other sphere of life. I promise to be transparent with you, to share my hurts, struggles, and joys with you. I promise to speak truth to you when you are tempted to believe what is not true. I promise never to let the sun go down on my anger and to show grace to you regardless of the circumstances. When difficulty comes, I promise to fight alongside you, not against you. I promise to assume the best about your intentions and to always remember that we're on the same team. I will strive to love you selflessly and sacrificially. I know that I cannot do that on my own, which is why I promise to seek hard after God that I'd be able to love you with the love that comes from Him. I promise to encourage your dreams and to challenge you to pursue them. I promise to be faithful to you in thought and in deed. I promise to have fun with you, to laugh with you, and not take ourselves too seriously. I promise to encourage your joyful spirit, to throw frisbees with you in the middle of the night, and even go running with you, sometimes. While I may never be able to love you perfectly, I will strive every day to be the man of God that you deserve.
My dear Andrew, I, Alex, promise to love you, Andrew, with all the love Papa has given me every day. I promise to be faithful to you and to you alone. I promise to care for your heart, body, and soul. I promise to build you up and not tear you down. I promise to affirm the unique person that Papa created you to be. I promise to support you as the leader of our family, even when I disagree. I promise to keep us from getting too serious. I promise to keep God as my first love and to love you from the waterfall of His love that He pours out on me. I promise to think in terms of us rather than me and you. I promise to forgive quickly, and I promise to ask for forgiveness when I mess up. I promise to extend grace, even in the most difficult of times. I even promise to cook dinner for you most of the time. I promise to never leave you nor forsake you, because you are precious in Papa's eyes, and therefore you are precious in mine. I promise to grow old with you and tell stories of our adventures to our grandchildren. I promise to remind you often of who you are to your good Father and who you are to me. So Andrew, you are brave, you are genuine, you are precious, you have a great purpose, you are not lost, but forever found and looked out for. So Andrew, I promise to claim you as my love until my dying breath.
And this is where I think the greatest similarity lies between these two, because Andrew, I'm sure you know this, Alex has such a deep and compassionate heart with this endless supply of love that she pours out because she wants people to understand the love of God, and she will go to incredible lengths to do that with reckless abandon and total selflessness. And if she would do that for anybody else, how much more for the love of her life? You two are so blessed to be on the same team, which is why, like Kevin said, you knew that it was worth the wait and waiting for God's timing and His will for your lives, and now you get to reap the benefits for the decades to come. And in all of the ways that God has gifted you guys individually as a team, you will now be this unstoppable force. And I cannot wait to see how He uses your lives.
We're gonna be number one in her life. And I'm still gonna be the best friend. I'll still be there. But I'm just so happy for both of you and for your future together.
Should I rise or should I fall? Lord, you're with me through it all. Highs and lows, in the rhythms of your grace I know. Should I rise or should I fall? Faithful through it all. You're too good to let me go.